Have you ever noticed how the women you want the most often seem to slip away, while the ones you're not even paying much attention to suddenly start pursuing you? It's not magic. It's not luck. It's psychology. And once you understand it, you'll know how to make her chase you back 90% of the time. Most guys make the same mistake when they feel a woman pulling away. They panic. They text more. They try to prove themselves. They beg for her attention, without realizing that every desperate move only pushes her further away. Think about it. Have you ever chased a woman so much that she seemed less interested with each attempt? That's because neediness is a repellent, while mystery and confidence are magnetic. Now, imagine flipping the script. Imagine her lying awake at night, scrolling through your messages, wondering why you've gone quiet. Imagine her looking at your social media, trying to figure out who you're with, what you're doing, and why she's no longer the center of your world. That's when she starts chasing you. And trust me, nothing feels better than watching the woman you desire fight for your attention. This video isn't about manipulation or games. It's about shifting the energy. When you stop pouring endlessly into her cup, she feels the void, and she'll want to fill it again. That's when her natural instincts kick in, and she starts pursuing you the way you once pursued her. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact steps to flip attraction back in your favor. So sit back, relax, and let me show you how to get her to chase you. Because once you learn this, you'll never have to beg for love again. 1. Stop chasing, start creating. Space. The first step to getting her to chase you back is deceptively simple but incredibly powerful. Stop chasing her. Most men don't realize how much energy they give away when they're constantly the one calling, texting, planning dates, or checking up on her. It's like holding a candle too close to the flame. It burns out fast. Now, here's the secret. Women crave a little space. It gives them the chance to miss you, to wonder about you, and to think about what life feels like without your constant presence. If you're always available, she has no reason to reach for you. But if you step back, even just a little, it sparks her curiosity. And curiosity is the seed of desire. Think about the last time a woman you liked suddenly stopped paying attention to you. Didn't it bother you? Didn't it make you want her more? The same principle works in reverse. When you stop feeding her constant attention, she feels a subtle shift. Suddenly, the man who was always right there isn't so easy to reach anymore. That gap makes her restless, and restlessness drives her to act. But here's where most men mess up. They go cold turkey, cutting off all contact. That's not what I'm saying. It's not about ignoring her. It's about balancing your presence. Reply when she reaches out, but don't always jump at the first notification. Say yes to plans, but also be genuinely busy with your own life. You want to show her that while she's important, she's not your only priority. This creates a powerful dynamic. She starts to wonder, what's he up to? Who's he with? Why isn't he trying so hard anymore? That curiosity makes her reach out more, makes her try harder, makes her chase. Space isn't distance. It's attraction fuel. If you give her room to miss you, she will. And when she does, she'll come back stronger than before. Because now she's chasing you. 3. Master emotional control. If you want her to chase you, you must master the one thing that most men lose when emotions get involved. Control. Nothing makes a woman pull away faster than a man who's ruled by desperation, jealousy, or constant need for reassurance. Women are highly intuitive. They can sense when a man is insecure before he even says a word. And once she feels that insecurity, the attraction fades. Think about this. How do you feel When someone blows up your phone after you haven't replied for a few hours, it doesn't make you excited to answer. It makes you feel pressured. The same thing happens when you panic the moment she pulls back. If you react emotionally every time, you give her the power. But when you remain calm, centered, and unbothered, she can't shake you. And that drives her crazy in the best way possible. Emotional control is seductive because it communicates strength. It tells her, I'm not dependent on you for my happiness. I enjoy you, but I'm solid with or without you. That's the kind of energy that pulls her back in because it's rare. Most men crack under pressure. Most men send 3 follow-up texts, call late at night, and try to fix things. But when you hold steady, you become unpredictable, and unpredictability is deeply attractive. Here's how to build emotional control. Pause before reacting. If she takes hours to reply, don't mirror desperation. Simply carry on with your day. Channel your energy. Instead of worrying, pour that emotion into the gym, your career, or creative projects. She'll notice the glow up. Keep perspective. Remind yourself, women are attracted to leaders, not followers of their moods. I'll give you a scenario. Let's say she suddenly cancels plans. The average guy gets angry, starts accusing her, or worse, begs to reschedule. The man with emotional control smiles, tells her it's fine, and goes out to enjoy his own night. Guess what happens? She's sitting at home wondering why he isn't upset, why he isn't chasing, and who he might be spending time with instead. That curiosity eats at her, and she'll chase to close the gap. Emotional control doesn't mean being cold or heartless. It means keeping your cool while still showing interest. When she sees that she can't easily rattle you, she'll want you even more. Because deep down, every woman wants a man who makes her feel secure. And security begins with a man who controls himself. 4. Trigger her curiosity. If you want a woman to chase you, you need to tap into one of the most powerful forces in human psychology: curiosity. When she feels like she can't quite figure you out, when she's left with unanswered questions, her mind begins to circle around you. And the more she thinks about you, the more she feels pulled toward you. Most guys do the opposite. They overshare. They reveal everything about themselves in the first few weeks: what they're doing, how they're feeling, their entire daily routine. It feels like connection at first, but what it really does is kill mystery. If she already knows every detail, where's the excitement? Where's the chase? Think about the movies or books that kept you hooked. It wasn't because everything was revealed in the first chapter. It was because there was suspense, something left to uncover. Attraction works the same way. Women are drawn to the unknown. So, how do you trigger her curiosity? Don't over-explain. If she asks, "What are you up to?" you don't need to give a play-by-play. A simple, "handling a few things I'll tell you later," creates more intrigue than, "I'm at home doing laundry, then watching TV." Show, don't tell. Post pictures of your life that hint at experiences without fully explaining them. Maybe it's a shot of a city skyline, a plate of food at a new spot, or a book you're reading. She'll wonder who you were with, what you were doing, and why you didn't mention it. Be unpredictable. If you always text at the same time or always suggest the same type of date, she'll predict you. Switch it up. Suggest something different. Delay a response here and there. Keep her guessing. Here's the thing. Women chase what they don't fully understand. If she feels like she has you completely figured out, she relaxes, sometimes even gets bored. But when there's an edge of mystery, She leans in closer. She texts more. She asks questions. She tries harder to pull you into conversation because her mind wants to fill in the blanks. I'll give you an example. Imagine you end a conversation with, "I've got something interesting to share, but I'll tell you when I see you." Now she's curious. She spends the next day wondering what that something is. When she meets you, she's leaning forward, engaged, and ready to listen. That's curiosity in action. Remember, attraction isn't about giving her everything. It's about giving her just enough to keep her hungry for more. Leave space for her imagination to run wild, and she'll start chasing you to satisfy it. 5. Show confidence through detachment. Confidence is magnetic, but here's the catch. Real confidence isn't just about how you walk or talk. It's about detachment. When you can genuinely enjoy a woman's presence without being dependent on it, she feels your strength. And when she senses that strength, her natural instinct is to chase you. Most men sabotage themselves by showing the opposite. They cling. They seek constant validation. They panic at the thought of losing her, and that panic leaks out in every text, every call, every "where are we going with this" conversation. The truth is, nothing kills attraction faster than the fear of loss. If she feels you need her more than she needs you, the dynamic is broken. Detachment doesn't mean coldness. It doesn't mean ignoring her or acting like you don't care. It means caring without attachment to the outcome. You enjoy her, you desire her, but you're not afraid to walk away if respect, effort, or mutual attraction isn't there. That kind of energy is rare, and it drives women crazy, in a good way. Think about this. Women are drawn to men who have options. Not necessarily a dozen women waiting at the door, but a man whose life is full. Friends, hobbies, goals, purpose. When she realizes that she doesn't own all of your attention, she starts competing for it. That's when she starts chasing. Here's a practical way to build detachment. Don't pause your life. If she cancels, fill your schedule with something fun. If she takes hours to reply, don't sit by the phone. Use that time to level up. Keep your standards. If she disrespects you, don't tolerate it just to keep her around. Let her see you're willing to walk away. Reframe your mindset. Instead of thinking, "I hope she likes me," think, "Do I truly like her? Does she meet my standards?" This subtle shift puts you back in control. She senses that she can't manipulate you with silence or pull you with games. And when a woman realizes she can't easily control you, she feels more drawn to you. It's paradoxical, but powerful. I'll give you a real-world example. Imagine two men. One texts her nonstop, checks her social media stories, and reacts to every post. The other? He responds when he wants, engages when he chooses, and if she pulls back, he doesn't flinch. He keeps living. Which one will she chase? The second. Because she knows if she doesn't put in effort, she could lose him. Confidence through detachment makes you untouchable. You're not just another man fighting for her attention. You're the man she feels lucky to win over. And that's the moment the chase begins. 6. Build sexual tension. If you really want a woman to chase you, you have to master the art of sexual tension. This is where things get exciting, because it's not about physical contact alone. It's about energy. The way you look at her, the way you speak, the pauses between your words, the little hints that make her imagination run wild. When you create that tension, you become unforgettable. Here's the truth. Most guys either rush straight into physical intimacy or avoid it completely out of fear of rejection. Both extremes kill attraction. When you rush, there's no anticipation. When you avoid it, You get stuck in the just friends zone. But when you balance desire with restraint, you spark something irresistible. Her curiosity, her imagination, her desire to close the gap. That's what makes her chase. So, how do you build sexual tension without overdoing it? Use eye contact. Hold her gaze a little longer than normal. Not staring, not creepy, just long enough to make her feel the charge. Eye contact can say more than words ever could. Play with touch. Light, casual touches. A hand on her back as you guide her through a door, your fingers brushing hers. Create sparks, then pull back. Leave her wanting more. Use your voice. Slow down your speech, lower your tone slightly, and let silence hang for a beat before you continue. That pause can be more powerful than the words themselves. Tease her gently. Playful banter mixed with subtle compliments keeps her off balance. It shows you're confident and unafraid to create a bit of friction. Let me paint a scenario for you. You're sitting across from her, and she says something funny. Instead of just laughing, you lean in close, smile, and say softly, "You have no idea what you do to me when you look at me like that." Then you pull back, change the subject, and let her sit with that thought. What happens? She chases that feeling again. Sexual tension is powerful because it leaves things unfinished. It's like starting a fire and then stepping back before it blazes. She feels the heat. She wants more, but you're not giving it all away at once. That's what keeps her hooked. Remember, attraction isn't just physical. It's emotional, psychological, and sensory. When you can stir all of those at once, you become irresistible. And when she feels that tension, she'll find herself chasing you just to satisfy the pull you've created. Building sexual tension is about balance. Show desire, but also control. Tease, but don't overdo it. Give her a taste, then let her imagination do the rest. That's when she'll lean in, craving more, chasing you to get it. 7. Reward her effort. Here's the golden rule. If you want her to keep chasing, you have to make it worthwhile when she does. Too many men swing too far to one side. They either chase endlessly with no return, or they play hard to get forever and never give her anything back. Both extremes kill attraction. The sweet spot is this. When she invests, when she puts in effort, you reward her. Think about it. Chasing only feels exciting if there's a payoff. If she dresses up for you, texts you first, or plans something special, and you act cold or indifferent, she'll eventually stop trying. But if you notice, appreciate, and reward her effort without overdoing it, she's encouraged to do even more. This creates a positive loop where she chases because it feels good, because she's winning your attention and affection. Reward doesn't mean rolling over and worshiping her. It means showing genuine appreciation in a masculine, confident way. For example, she compliments you, smile, hold her gaze, and say, "I like hearing that from you." She plans a night out. Tell her, "I love that you thought of this." You make things exciting. She initiates physical affection. Pull her closer. Whisper something playful in her ear, and let her feel that her effort turns you on. The psychology here is simple. People repeat what gets rewarded. If she feels ignored, she withdraws. If she feels appreciated, she doubles down. Here's a real-life example. Imagine she surprises you with your favorite meal. The average guy just eats and says, "Thanks." The man who understands the chase leans back, smirks, and says, "Careful. If you keep treating me like this, I might start getting addicted to you." That playful reward keeps her excited. She feels her effort worked, and she'll want to do it again. Another key point. Your reward should feel earned. Don't shower her with praise for doing nothing. That makes your validation cheap. But when she genuinely invests time, energy, affection, That's when you give her that hit of appreciation, that touch of intimacy, that spark of recognition. That's when the chase becomes a game she enjoys playing. Men often forget. Women love to feel wanted too. They don't just want to be pursued, they want to win. They want to know that their effort has an impact. By rewarding her at the right moments, you turn chasing into a dance, a back and forth where both of you are excited, engaged, and drawn closer. So remember, if she leans in, meet her halfway. If she makes you feel special, let her know you feel it. If she chases, give her something to catch, even if only for a moment. That balance is what keeps her chasing you, not just once, but over and over again. At the end of the day, getting her to chase you isn't about tricks, it's about energy. When you stop chasing, become the prize, master your emotions, spark her curiosity, show confident detachment, build irresistible tension, and reward her effort, the dynamic flips naturally. She feels drawn to you, not because you begged for her attention, but because she wants it. And here's the best part. Once you understand this, you'll never again feel powerless in love. You'll be the man she can't get out of her head, the man she chooses to chase, over and over again,